Welcome back to Roll Top Realms presents The Shadows of Yog-Sothoth. Uh, Thank you for coming back and listening to the next episode. We're on episode 5. I'm here with my friends and players, where we just like to get together and we share the love of tabletop role-playing games, TTRPGs, as all the young people say, young cool people. Uh, And we hope that you share that love. That's all we want to do is just share the love of role playing games and have a good time and tell a story. Uh, so we're in episode 5 now, and
Do we have a PSA at the start to not drink and drive?
man,
Uh, we know we know that the caverns were beneath the farm, and later on, the Twilight Lodge was built upon the farmland. Suspected the fact that due to this, the caverns
that's
might
right.
have some
Yeah.
sort of entrance of some sort. Unfortunately, North found no entrance of sorts, and heavily suspects that there may be one
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was
So
within the
while
manor
North
itself.
is investigating the sewers, trying to find a lead into the caverns that are suspected to be in that area. You have Willie and Gino who have gone to uh, Clark's office, and while investigating there, they find a newspaper clipping about an infant that's been missing. It's weird that this lawyer would have this. There's no other notes on it. They found it stuffed under or crammed underneath a set of files. It was just loose. They also find um, a flyer that advertises a motivational speaking by Mr. Carl Stanford, who was the person who had sent them the invitation to the Silver Twilight Lodge. And so, but why does he have this motivational flyer? No one knows. And Clark is missing. And so that's kind of where I think they did a little bit more investigating at the law office and was didn't find anything, so they went back to their shared hotel, and I think we left off with doing some. They were going to do some planning. So let's hear about that.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't think we got very far on the
No.
planning. Um, he was actually arguing about it, kind of in a way, but what we wanted to do.
Well, North suggested the fact that the graveyard might be a reasonable place to go, seeing as it did have to be relocated. Was some time ago, but perhaps someone there might have some stories to tell.
Okay. What? How much time do we have left? Is it like Saturday morning? Or are we still the day before?
Yeah, so it's a Thursday now,
Okay.
and the auction is supposed to take place Saturday evening, um, which is outside of the normal lodge hours of Monday through Friday. Uh, but there was so you have some time, you have a few days, but uh, yeah, I guess it's up to you how you want to proceed. You did say you would bring. Gino did say that you know y'all would bring the coins before no later than 3 o'clock that Saturday.
Okay. Well, I feel like it would be a good thing that we can go ahead and check out that graveyard that North was talking about. See if there's any type of interest there. Since we had the time to do it.
Did we ever learn? I think I might just found something very interesting. The police were looking for a Carl Stanford for the abduction of a child, and
Hmm.
Mr. Carl Stanford was to present it. Oh, New York, yes,
In New
yes.
York. So that flyer is dated to take place for an upcoming event in the next month.
So Perhaps that might be a issue that we might have to look into at some point in the future.
So I think our main problems right now is, like I said, they got the graveyard you was wanting to look at by the bay, and then we still kind of got to figure out like how we want to go about the auction. Like if you want to try to look for interest inside of the lodge, how we about getting you into the lodge, so you can snoop around where probably me and Vince can actually do like the auction or something like that. So we haven't figured that out yet. So those are two main things we got to figure
Yeah.
out.
Well, in any case, this man, yeah, is
Yeah.
definitely with the lodge, which is concerning over the fact that this man was actively is actively being searched for, or rather wanting to be arrested for this abduction. Do you think that the lodge might be more connected to this abduction than we initially thought, or thought at all?
I mean, it could be. It's possible.
I guess North
Because like, it seems like Mr. Clark had like connections to the lodge too, so like it very well could be.
North will look to Vince. How much of the lodge did you explore while you were there?
Uh, most of the doors locked, so they just show me the lobby, uh, maybe a small get together room, a waiting room, and then where the auction will take place.
But there were more rooms.
Yes.
Did you hear anything that?
Yeah, because Vince only saw a little bit of the first floor and a very small portion of the second floor.
Indeed, but North unfortunately would not know this at the time. Um, did you hear any strange noises? Maybe a child crying at all?
Why would there be a child crying?
Uh, a Carl Stanford sent us the letter. Carl Stanford also has some connection to the lodge. Not to mention,
If he had a child at the lodge, he's stupid.
Never said that he was a smart man. Only that he might be there or connected.
Uh, no, when I went to the different rooms, it was all adults.
We might need to look into it a bit more, see if there's any cause to believe that that might be a concern. And again, maybe this might be something we want to bring to the police. Might be considered wild speculation, but outside help is outside help.
Well, I mean, Willie was looking north, but maybe we can talk to maybe the mother. I think the child name was Aaron O'Malley. So we can see, if we can try to find the mother and see what her connection to Carl Sanford is.
Possibly. Probably have to go to the town hall, look for records.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it was evening when you all regrouped. So we can say in the morning. Let's see. We know that North has a difficult time sleeping. North, describe like what sort of issues does your character deal with before falling asleep?
Falling asleep isn't the issue. It's staying asleep mostly.
Okay, I can relate to that. Yeah. So what sort of things cause him to wake up? Is it what is it? What's his issue?
Well, nightmares, noises, most noises. He's not that sound of a sleeper, very light sleeper. So any noises will wake him up rather quickly. Sort of had to be
Trauma
that.
from the
Well,
trauma from the war.
Sort of had to be that way during the war. I mean,
Yeah.
here's a sound, most likely either gunfire, gas, or explosion. So sleeping light keeps him alive. That doesn't really help him now. And then yeah, when he does sleep, he usually has to deal with nightmares, which is not good.
Okay. So while sleeping, trying to sleep, your comrades, your friends, new friends, other investigators.
Friends might be putting it a bit much.
Okay. Well, how would your business associates?
Associates, that is
Your associates
reasonable.
have gone asleep. You've tried to settle in the best you can on the spot that you've chosen, maybe the sofa in the communal space. You have a restless night. Go ahead and roll psychology. Not psychology, a sanity check.
Sanity. Uh-oh. That is a success. 36 v 60.
So you're sleeping and you're having this nightmare, reliving a past moment from the war, the moment you lost your leg, running through the trenches, a mortar explosion. Just then you hear it like a loud bang, and it snaps you out of sleep. You rush to you look around, you hear it again, you go to the window. It's just a car backfiring. But your night's restless. Your leg hurts. You probably had a hop over to the window, since you can't sleep with your prosthetic on. You just can't. It's not something
not.
that. So the next day, you try to get some more rest. And the next day, what was it that you all ended up deciding to do? Were you gonna go to? Because you only have now. It's Friday. Because it was Thursday. Now it's Friday. So which avenue were you going to pursue? Were you going to go to the graveyard? Were you going to go to try to find this mother for the infant that's missing? What are you going to decide to do?
Well, I think someone should go to the graveyard and someone else should go try and search for this mother.
Who wants to do what?
I guess Willie can follow up. So I guess he's not good at searching things. So like for like library use, but like he's the one that discovered about the mother. So I guess he can try to do a follow up, but he is not great searching through records.
Well, maybe North could come and help. I mean, we haven't spent much time together.
So are we just volunteering Vince to go to the graveyard?
Volunteering.
Great. Makes the one who looks homeless like he's gonna steal shit go to the graveyard.
You belong there. It's fine.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but still.
No, if you want to go to visit the mother, by all means. We all know that North is such a people person, after all.
Be honest with you, Vince might be the most social of us, probably because Willie is very like straightforward. He's not compassionate, really. So when it comes to speaking to the mother, Vince might be the best bet for that.
Yeah, no, that description was absolutely sarcastic. Yeah, North is not good with people, as we've seen so far.
And Vince, he doesn't have to look so disheveled. He can wash his face, tidy himself up a little bit.
Let him live his life.
All right, as I you do you.
So for the situation, I would say let Willie go to the grave and do some looking, and you can go with Vince. Okay, he's a little bit more social. Maybe he can connect with the mother a little bit better than what me and you could.
Fair enough. All right, kid. Let's get on with the day.
Too old to be a kid.
All right, so you divvy up the locations you want to hit just before try to get it all done in one day. So who's visiting the mother again? Vince?
North and Vince.
North and Vince. Okay. I need a library check from either one of you or both of you.
I believe I have the most experience with this sort of thing. I'm not sure about Vince. Would you like me to make the roll?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Let's see it. Oh. All right. That is a success.
All right. So, well, we'll say that in very short order, you're able to look up the name of the mother. Her name is Margaret. You get her address. You're able to make your way across town. Meanwhile, Willie, who has decided to go to the graveyard, easily done. It's a graveyard. You can track that down fairly easily. So we'll go to we'll cut over to Willie. You arrive at the gates of the graveyard. It's well kept. It's clean. It is, the leaves haven't changed yet, but you found your way there. What is it that you're looking for there, Willie?
From what North told me, he thinks there's possibly could be an entrance to the I guess the caves or whatever he was looking for. So he's kind of looking for like I don't know what what the grave site look
Ooh.
like. Maybe it's like for
Unfortunately,
Yeah, okay, because so the graveyard got moved a long
Yeah.
time ago. So it's no, if there was caverns underneath it before, there's nowhere near them now.
and if there's caverns under this one, that is an entirely unrelated issue.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe some clarification. What there's no caverns there.
Well,
The caverns were located in their original location, which is not there anymore. The whole graveyard got moved to the Bay Area.
Okay, so what Will will probably end up doing then, if that's the case, he'll probably search around and find nothing. And because underneath his breath and probably like North sitting me over here do all this pointless shit.
Yeah. We'll say that takes you the whole damn day.
that's unfortunate.
That is very
that was not
unfortunate.
that was not the plan.
Yeah, that was good planning. The whole day wasted in travel. So we'll go back over to Vince and North. You've made it your way to this small urban home. It looks like the yard is overgrown. It looks sad.
Before they even go in, Vince will probably be like, what exactly are we trying to learn here?
Need to know what sort of relationship that had to Carl Stanford. Maybe understand where he might have gone, or what he was like, relationship to the Twilight Temple, why he would want to steal a kid.
So who makes their way to the front door through this little gate that's kind of blocking their yard?
Well, I mean, looking at North or Vince, I mean, one might pass for a detective, the other not so much. So, I think North will be the one to knock.
So North raps on the door, and a little while later, a somewhat disheveled woman answers the door. Her reddish blonde hair is kind of loose and tangled. Her eyes look dark and red, like loss of sleep and crying. May I help you?
North will take off his hat and sort of hold it toward his chest. Evening, ma'am. I had some questions. Mind if we come in?
What questions? What? And she's got like a shawl on. She covers it up. What questions you have?
About your child. Now.
My child.
Yeah.
Erin, she's missing. Who are you?
North. My friend Vince. We're trying to help the situation.
North? Is that your whole name? North?
North.
Like the direction?
Vanders.
And are you with the police, Mr. Vanders?
No, but I do work closely with them. PI.
Okay, I'll need you to roll a fast talk. So that's what it sounds like. You're trying to persuade this woman by lying to her.
I wouldn't say I'm lying. I have worked with them in the past, and I did say that no, I do not I'm not part of the police, but I do work with them, and I was right about this. So some sort of identification to like show that I am a PI.
Okay, so you do have a PI and a badge of some kind. Some
Yes,
kind
yes.
of. Let me see. Let me see your license, your ID.
Yeah, I'll open up
Work for the police, you say?
I'll open up my wallet and I'll like hand it over.
And she looks at it. Well, come in then. Come in. And she walks you inside. The house is a mess. My husband's away, so it won't take too long. Who is this with you?
Vince. Learning under me. Hopes to make a difference, you know?
What?
Oh, now this is a lie. Just
I hope to make a difference.
pretty much don't have anything better to say about you.
Well, she's kind of stopped in front of you, not too far from the door. Once she's asked, "Well, who this other person is?" and you're like, "This is Vince. He hopes to make a difference." So she's a little disconcerted by that. Well, Vince, what do you say to help assuade this grieving woman?
Vince is going to mimic what North did with his hat. Like, he kind of looks at North and then like slowly reaches up for his hat and pulls it off and puts it over his chest and then he looks back at the lady. Yes, I am here to help the best I can, and with little knowledge that North has given me, I plan to do many great things. She's 100% trying to persuade this lady that she is okay with him, and that although he looks rough, he's a good person.
Internally cringing.
Okay. There's you have no license, no identification. This one I do want you to roll for. What do you think you would roll for? Which makes more sense, a fast talk or charm?
Persuasion? Persuade?
Luck.
Persuade? Yeah, I'll let you do a persuade.
Okay. Success!
So she kind of looks at you. Well, I suppose an extra set of eyes and ears wouldn't help. And so she continues back, leading you to the sofa in the living room. She offers you the seat. So what are your questions?
Would you like me to start off first, or would you want to ask a few questions, Ken?
Considering the fact that this lady seems a little apprehensive more towards Vince than North right now, Vince will kind of play it by ear and let North ask the questions and see if she gets upset.
Very well. So I'll sit down, hat back on. Start off. We're trying to build a profile on Mr. Stanford. Do you know this man?
So at the name Stanford, she makes a face. Like she couldn't, like a sickened face. Like, he was so quiet. He was a neighbor from a couple houses down. He was always quiet, always so polite, but very kept to himself, solitary. Apparently, he was part of some fraternal lodge. Didn't know him too well. and she starts to kind of tear up. Maybe I should have been more wary of him, and she's so maybe she feels slightly guilty for not being more distrusting of people. But you learn that he lived nearby, a few houses down.
Take your time. Did you have any sort of relationship with this man at all?
No, other than passing by while walking in the neighborhood.
Before the events, did you notice anything strange about how he was acting? Please, take a moment to think.
He was always quiet, and we he would say hello, and we would say good day, and while walking outside with the baby, and that was it. And it's the police say that he is their prime suspect because he's disappeared. They haven't been able to find him. He hasn't been home since. The police have locked up his home and boarded it up.
But before that, no change?
No, we didn't know him very well.
When do you believe that your child was abducted? What time?
Ooh, it was in the night. We noticed the baby scream. We went to her room, and she was gone. The window was open, and we sent for the police, and they questioned us, and they questioned our neighbors, and that's when they discovered that Stanford wasn't home, and since then he's been the prime suspect.
So, just so I 100% understand here, before they were taken, you never saw the person who abducted your child?
No, not at all. We just heard the baby scream, and we went to her room, and she was gone. And she starts repeating, "Gone. She was gone, gone," and starting to cry, using her shawl to dry her tears.
Right. I'm not thinking of any more questions. Kim, you got any?
Vince will probably look to North. Should we check the child's room?
I'll look over. Ma'am, would that be an issue?
No, I suppose not. And she walks you over to the baby's room. I haven't been in here since. And so you go into the room. It's cleaner than the rest of the house, but she's also said she hasn't been in the room. The window's closed, but other than that, nothing else has changed since the night the baby's been missing.
It's been a few weeks since this abduction, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'll turn to Vince. Go check outside the window, see if anything was left in the ground. Maybe something was dropped.
Vince will kind of nod his head, look at the lady, give her a nod. I'm sorry, ma'am, and then go to leave.
While Vince is doing that, I'd like to just investigate the room. Just look for anything.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. It's an infant's room. It's the sheets have been made. You can tell that she's probably spent some time in here, but nothing that strikes you as being out of the ordinary.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Vince, you go outside around to the window. It's a one-story house. It's very small. You go to where the baby's room window is. You see a big tag sign that says Carl Stanford was here. No, you don't see any of that.
That's it.
That's it.
Problem solved. We fixed it. Oh, I am gone. It's fine.
It was him. No, there's nothing. You can do try a spot hidden.
Garbage. Nope. I don't know shit.
I mean, you see that there are footprints around, size shoes larger than yours. So probably men, but it could have been. I mean, this abduction took place weeks ago, and the police have been by, so any number of people and shoes.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say. Right. Well, I guess I'll look back to the woman. I believe that's all the questions we have for now, but we might come back if we have any more. Once again, well, I give you my sympathies for what's happened, and we'll do our best to make sure that she's returned to you.
So she nods quietly and kind of leads you back out to the front door.
I'll turn real quick when we're at the front door. Sorry, one more thing. Can you point out to me the Mr. Stanford's house?
And so she quietly, lifts her hand up and points down that way. Number 18. And so she points just a couple houses down to the left.
Alright.
Number 18. And she excuses herself, and she is kind of trying to keep her tears held back. You can tell that she's trying to hold her tears back. But you've been given the address number 18 on the street.
Alright. I'll wait for Vince to appear once more before gesturing to follow. And then once that happens, walk over to house number 18.
Yeah, so Vince turns the corner, he sees you, you make your way to house number 18. Meanwhile, Willie is still making his way back.
Highly upset.
And North and Vince go to number 18. Tri-Mountain.
So yeah, what's the front of the house look like? All boarded up?
So it's a two-story house, a little larger than the O'Malley's house. It looks like it has not been kept. It's a little overgrown. The bushes are a little overgrown. The fence is a little nicer. It's overall a little bit nicer of a home. But you can see that the front door boards have been placed on the front of the door.
I'm gonna turn to Vince. How difficult do you think it'd be to get in there?
No tools, just us. Not looking good.
So if
And to prove his point, Vince lifts up his little measly little baby arm.
So come back here closer to dark with the right tools.
Or Willie.
All right, I have a very risky thing to say. All right, you know what? I think I'm gonna avoid it for sake of not.
Because I'm assuming everything's boarded up, not just the doors, but the windows too.
All right. Well, feel free to cut this part out, but large black man breaking into boarded house doesn't really fly well.
It was a large black man was pulled down the boards.
Not
There
to
might be a
mention-
back door. There might be a back door also.
not to mention like the time, or what's it called, the social socially allowed things during that time.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
people weren't as accepting to people breaking into places as they were now.
Yeah.
Vince would probably do it once around the home.
Okay. Vince, do a spot hidden.
Oh God.
And North, if you're going with him, you can do a spot hidden also.
I'm gonna push
Alright.
it. I'm gonna try again.
Well, hold on. Before you start pushing shit, let me take a look at it. Yeah,
Let me live my life.
yeah. So I get a hard success.
Okay.
Fancy. You're a hard to get.
The back window, one of the boards looks looser, like it wasn't put in sufficiently enough. The nail is in crooked and bent, so it's only about halfway through.
Can I give it a good old like tug, see how like sturdy it is?
Sure. Give me a strength.
Oh, no. Keep in mind, this was not me trying to like break it down or anything. Just I'm trying to see how like loose this board is.
Sure. Give me a strength.
Okay. Oh, that's another success. Damn, I am rolling
So
hot.
with a loud crack, you pull the board off. It was not as on there as you thought it would be.
That was not my intent, but I am glad there was success. Alright, well, I'm going to gesture to Vince to climb on in, because I sure as hell I'm not able to.
Yes, it's a scrawny little way to go do it. Yeah.
Or do you really want to watch the man with a prosthetic leg try to fumble his way through climbing into a window?
Do you want the real response, or do you want the PG response? Vince will climb in through the window.
Thank you.
Still not a kid.
The kitchen it seems to be very neatly kept. It's dusty. You already know that it's been vacant for a few weeks now. But you end up in the kitchen. So now that you're inside, what do you want to do? It looks like a normal kitchen. There's no culty shit in here.
Yeah, no, they're gonna keep the culty shit in their room or study. So that's Vince's thought. Vince is thinking, I need to find the study or the bedroom.
So you start looking around. Meanwhile, North, do a start. I mean, you just popped open this boarded up house in a residential neighborhood.
Yeah.
In mid-afternoon. So, are you keeping a lookout?
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm just keeping an eye out. But pretty much not trying to actively hide the fact of what we're doing. Just keeping a lookout.
All right. Do a luck roll for me.
And here's where the luck ends. Yep. So fail.
You start to see. You hear some footsteps on the sidewalk from the front. You're keeping an eye out. You see profiles start to appear through the bushes and hedges of a couple. So a man and a woman walking. Do a stealth check.
You know what? Can I just try to act like nothing's going on? Just like give a quick wave? Because I'm not a stealthy man.
Sure, this would be what this would be. Let's see. Let's look at.
Yeah, I'd honestly, I'd rather just play it off as if nothing really of interest is happening.
Okay. So let's see. That would be a.
Can I do a Jedi mind trick to persuade them?
Yeah, you can persuade them or you can charm them.
I try to persuade them into believing that nothing of interest is going on.
Sure. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So I may or may not have just told someone not to push, but I think I'm going to push. Oh God! 3 90s in a row.
So you try to. So how is it? You said you were just gonna wave to them, be like, "Hey, good afternoon."
So, yeah, no, I try to wave, but then clearly I did not put on my prosthetic, right? So it just straight up collapses under me, fall down. I don't know. Maybe I hit my arm hard onto the board, which may or may not have had a nail hit my arm. So start fuck.
So they immediately they stare at you and with looks of concern as they hurriedly walk off, presumably probably going to call the authorities as soon as they can. You know you are running out of time now.
All right. Fuck.
And Vince is in this house.
So I'll just try
him in by himself.
While I'm on the ground, I guess. Fucking rolling in pain. I'm just gonna call Vince. Time to leave.
So you're yelling. It's time to leave, Vince.
More like slapping the side of the house, just trying to make a bit of enough noise to like get Vince's attention. Maybe not yelling that, just like just trying to say, "Hey, time to leave."
So trying to give some kind of signal, like it's time to go.
Well, yeah, because I'm assuming that Vince hasn't gone too far into the house yet. So.
Yeah, I mean, during that time where you're noticing these people, Vince was inside looking for the study. Vince, you start looking around. You find what you would presume to be the study, and you hear a loud rapping on the side of the wall. Maybe it's some kind of signal. You guys didn't talk about, I'll give you a signal if somebody comes by, or anything.
Well, I was also trying not to be an idiot, but look where that got us.
Look where North Vanders has led the group once again.
Look where my own ineptitude has gotten us.
So you hear this loud rapping just as you've discovered the study. What do?
Oh, I'm looking for stuff.
All right. So ignoring the rapping. Yeah.
You know what? I think I have a bigger question as to why two people would see a man with only one leg fall down, hurt himself, and walk away quickly.
What a bunch of assholes. Clearly have not been in a large American city.
Yes, especially what a bunch of assholes. I figured that I at least would have seen the open window, then that would be how things went. But
oh my God, sir, are you okay? What are you doing?
God, maybe it's the Canadian coming out in me.
That is definitely the Canadian.
Sir, we are in Boston.
You are in Boston, Mass.
Maybe.
Welcome to America.
All right. Anyway, please continue.
Yeah. Okay. So, you start rifling through shit. What do you do?
Yes, but not really loud. Even though Vince knows this place was boarded up and that people shouldn't be around, Vince is going to try to be very quiet as they rifle through the drawers of the desk, the papers on the desk that might be there, any type of shelving.
I need a spot hidden. I need an extreme success.
Ooh. Let's just re-roll that.
Let me go all the way. Okay.
Oh, don't push it.
A hard
A
success,
hard
not extreme.
not extreme. Okay. Well, what did you do differently? When you push a roll, I need you to tell me, like, what are you doing differently?
Search around for, I guess, paying attention to different items instead of just looking for like papers. Like now they're looking for specific papers. They're looking specifically for anything that has Twilight Lodge on it, or anything that has something about like coins, because this was the person that sent them the letter. So so they're narrowing in on their search. They're not just looking through every single book. They're now looking for specific ones. And bypassing everything else.
And bypassing everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in that case, you did get a hard success, but not what you needed.
Nope.
So nothing absolutely terrible happens, but whatever it is that you were looking for in regards to coins, whatever they don't it's not here. That's not here. So yeah, unfortunately you don't. It seems to be a very comfortable office. There's nothing in particular that stands out. Nothing about the lodge. Maybe that's not something he kept here.
Knowing Vince and Vince's background and mindset, they are going to go to the bedroom and they are going to specifically look in the closet and under the bed and under the mattress.
Don't look in the nightstand.
Don't look at. That's the last place anybody puts anything.
No, I'm just that people do put things there. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Don't scar the child.
Ew.
A massive dong.
Wow.
Oh god. Whoa.
I don't know if they had those back then. Yeah, I think they found an ancient one. Humans have been freaks forever.
I have a fun fact about that, but I don't think it's very user friendly.
All right, so you make your way through the house. Now, North is outside. He was banging. North, you mean if they call the cops, or if they bring a police officer over, you're gonna have to convince them.
Well, actually, yeah, about that. I was just thinking that, you know what? Yes, we're breaking into a place. That is true. However, I also believe that to some extent it might be plausible that we are in fact trying to do good and simply just a naive bunch. Simply trying to just solve the case of a child gone wrong because of us being upstanding citizens. So I think I'm going to try to actually join Vince inside after fixing my leg and hobbling my way in after that fall.
You are going to break into the house. You're going to try to pry open another board?
No, just to get through the window. I'm going to try. It's going to be difficult, but I'm going to try. Because the worst that's going to happen is I'm going to fall some more. And that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Okay. So you manage to, I'm not going to make you roll for it, but you'll get, with some difficulty, you get into the house. You fumble through the kitchen window and onto the floor. You're in the house now. You can hear footsteps upstairs.
It's just a loud thump.
And now you're both in the house.
Right.
Meanwhile, Willie Brooks is still
doing absolutely nothing.
Doing absolutely nothing. What a great episode.
Because at this time...
Willie's all mad.
Because at this time, like I said, they went to the record, so like he have no clue where this lady's house is at. So like, so he's fucking doing nothing.
There was an address on the
It was
newspaper clipping.
okay.
There was an address.
How
18 Tri-Mount.
Okay, how far would that be? Is that could he get out there? I mean, it might be too late, but like
You can make it out there. Yeah, you can make it out there. I mean, you're traveling from the Bay Area to I don't know, the inner urban area, residential suburb, if there was one back then, and you yeah, we'll say that you could arrive there, in the later afternoon after they've already gotten into the house.
yes,
but
so pretty much walking into the bullshit. So yeah.
Yeah, walking into the bullshit.
Guess what? Your bullshit is my bullshit, and my bullshit is your bullshit.
So yeah, so really, yeah, he wouldn't want to just stay in the in the inn that they're in. So yeah, he would probably head out that direction.
Okay. Yeah. So back in the house, what is your plan now?
Oh, I guess, yeah, that's about how to put it. I guess, yeah, I'd also like to find this study and look through it. But if you do not accept a roll for that, as someone else has already rolled for that, I will just meet up with Vince.
What's your psychology or psychoanalysis look like?
Psychology? I'm pretty decent at psychology.
You can do a psychology roll.
Okay. Fourth 90 in a row. Let's go. And
okay.
All right, so I'm gonna try and push it, but instead of thinking, I already had my suspicions at this point, but maybe I'm gonna start thinking about, okay, so what is there that tells me this man isn't the kidnapper? And that's a bit better, but no, it's still fail.
Yeah, you're coming up blank. Maybe Vince moved things around too much.
Maybe I'm
getting a hard grasp of things.
4 90s in a row. Jesus.
You find a picture of Carl Stanford with a puppy. Couldn't possibly be a murderer or a cultist or a child abductor with a picture of him with a puppy.
Well, actually, now that we're getting into things more, and I'm learning a bit more about this man, I am legitimately starting to think that this guy might actually have not done this. But then again, I don't know. A big clue to that is just simply that he wasn't seen doing it. All right, I guess I'll meet up with Vince and ask if he's found anything.
So yeah, Vince went to the bedroom. You look around, it's just a bedroom. There's nothing, no culty type stuff. It's just a men's bedroom. He has nice clothes, suit, nothing that screams like, I am not a upstanding citizen.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Of course not. Okay. Well, what are you looking for? It's nothing that I haven't told you already. So what is it that you're looking for?
So that there's nothing like under the bed, in the closet, under the mattress, typical hiding spots.
Nope, nothing in the typical spots.
Sus.
You know what? I think I want to actually recheck the living room to see if there's, I don't know, maybe he had any sort of items out in the living room. Don't know if he has like a coffee table or something.
You go to the living room. I'd like you to roll a luck roll.
All right, let's see the next 90. Nope, failure.
You hear rapping against the house, and you hear a loud voice. Who's in there?
Nah, shit.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna try and hide it, so...
Come out, this is the police.
Alright. Alright, I'll call out, letting him know that I'll give him some sort of sign that, yes, we're complying, and go back out the window.
You see two men in uniform, police officers on patrolmen. And they're eyeing you as you're trying to clamber down from the window.
Dear God, I hope I'm still not armed.
Because you are armed, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm hoping that for some reason I left it home, because that's gonna make things a bit more difficult.
That'd be some luck, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And survey says, unfortunately, I still do have a holstered 45 on my side.
So maybe as you're clambering down, the handle flashes, and the men are reaching for unlocking theirs from their holster, unbuttoning theirs. You're armed, sir.
Yeah, hands are up.
Keep your hands where we can see them.
Yeah, hands are absolutely up. Not playing.
Got a license for that thing? What are you doing here?
It's in my wallet. PI looking into.
Nope, that's moves.
I'm a PI looking into the abduction case. Got a bit carried away. I apologize. May I please reach for my wallets in my other pockets?
PI, huh? Okay, yeah. Show me your ID.
Right. I'd like
one of them.
All right, very slowly, nice and slowly, going into the pocket, making very much showing that I am not attempting to reach or anything, and then carefully taking out the wallet and handing it over nice and slowly.
And so they look. All right, private investigator Vanders, what are you doing here? You're not from around here. This ain't your normal haunt. You can tell by your address.
Go. Huh. It's a funny story how I ended up here, but it was during a shipwreck near the old lighthouse.
So you just start laying out the entire history of.
Well, no, that was it. They would have, since they're officers, they would have at least heard about it. So, and that's notable information that they can check up on.
Sure. I mean, they don't have a computer, right? They don't have a computer, right? So they can't look it up.
But that is.
They might have heard of it.
There is info that they can look into to confirm my story if they have any further suspicions on me.
We'll try to get Chuck into the story too, since Vander's kind of let him out into the middle of nowhere on a goose chase.
Wasn't trying to. You just didn't find anyone to ask questions to. That was the whole purpose of going and seeing if there were anyone who had any stories about why the place was moved.
We can say that Willie Brooks, he starts approaching the house as he sees two police officers walking into the property, 18. So you see these two officers walking into the property, onto the property through the gate, and looking around and around the back. What do you do?
Okay, so seeing cops walking around the property, and he looks at the lady's house with the address and don't see no activity. So he starts thinking, he's like, I wonder what mess did these two get themselves into, because they're supposed to have been at that house. Now he's seeing cops. So he don't know what happened, but he's trying to put two and two together. Mm-hmm. That obviously they're there because maybe them two and got into some trouble.
Given this group's track record, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but like I say,
So,
really don't want to walk on the situation. Like you don't want to just walk it like.
No.
You just
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Yeah. What's happening here, officers?
Right. So
I was just walking by. I thought I saw you two walk through here. So I'd say hello.
So Will keep his distance and just kind of keep watching and wait for like somebody to appear. Look at they're walking in the house, around the house. So he's gonna stay in the area, but kind of just watch and observe for the time being.
Okay, Vince, what are you doing?
Vince, as soon as hearing, I'm assuming they said it loud enough to be heard in the house that there's the police. Vince has stopped moving. Vince is on the ground. Vince is one with the carpet.
Good man. Oh,
Vince learned his lesson from the alleyway. Vince is not moving. Vince is barely breathing. Vince is waiting.
Good. Just do that. I was not planning on giving you up. Rather one of us get arrested than two.
Yeah. Do a stealth check.
Sounded like you were about to drop a beat.
Okay.
You are stealthy as a motherfucker. You are one with. There was very little carpet back then, but we can say a rug was there. You were just.
I won with
You
the
are-
rug. I am now the rug.
You are the rug.
Just put the rug over yourself.
So you are silent. Meanwhile, North is trying to explain why. So you've explained why you're there. Now that is a pretty hard thing for them to come. Do you go into details about the deep ones and the monsters you faced and
Fuck
your
no.
idea about the cult?
No, they're gonna think I'm crazy then. No, what I can do just to prove some background as to like me actually looking into this. I wanna show them the notes I already have, which is sizable to a certain extent, I guess. At least enough to sort of back up my claims that I am looking into this. Here are all of them, once again. If you believe that it might be enough to show that I am actively like looking into this.
I'd like you to do. Let's see. So you're trying to work with them, but at the same time you're trespassing.
Yeah.
And you're not. You didn't go through the proper channels here.
Yeah, I will also. I guess I'll also tell them that. Yeah, if you believe that my actions were too much, I will comply and come down to get charges because I understand that I went too far. I am absolutely complying with them and trying to completely like agree with yes, I was in the wrong here. I apologize for that.
Do a charm check.
Charm. Oh god, I'm not a charming person. Yeah, nope, I am not a charming person.
What did you get?
I got a 85 v15.
Okay, yeah. That's not very charming.
Yeah, I'm
you
not.
Probably don't want to push it either.
Yeah, nope, I'm not trying to push it. Absolutely, I'm in the wrong here. I apologize for that. I'm just showing that yes, I'm actively trying to look for this kid. I went too far. I am sorry for that. It is.
We're gonna, and they take your notes and they're reading through them and like, you know who'd like to see these? Let's see, it's the lieutenant. The lieutenant would like to see these. Yeah, why don't you come with us down to the precinct? Just for a few hours, right? And you can explain yourself there. Explain why you were trespassing, why you were breaking and entering.
Just to be.
Why we found you in a boarded up crime scene that we were still, tracking. So why don't you come down with us to the precinct?
Just to be clear, am I considered under arrest at this point?
No, nothing like that. Unless you want to resist coming with us.
Of course not. I will sort of like lift up my coat, reveal the gun, and like gesture for them to take it, just as a sign of good faith.
Oh yes, absolutely. We're gonna take that from you. Yes, and providing your identification and your permits are legitimate, you might possibly get this back. And so they do take your weapon, they take your ammunition, and they lead you away. They're not hold. They just kind of gently put their arm behind you, be like, "You'll walk between us," and you'll follow me.
All right, can
And
I lay
so
on the fact that I am a crippled man? So just really let it show that it's like a bit of a struggle to walk.
yeah, absolutely. You
I-
can you can do that, and you
The
can
funny
even
part
tell
of
them about your time in the war.
The funny part is he does not have to try very hard to show that he's struggling.
So, Willie, you see North being led out by in between these officers.
If I see him, I'm gonna shoot him a look to say like, just leave me alone.
Oh yeah,
Don't get involved.
North would give you Will would give you a straight look, like what the hell? Like you can tell he's looking like what the hell happened, kind of type of look.
So mad. I would be so pissed off.
Like, because he came there because he really wanted to lay it in on you because like he wasted his whole day. Now he comes here to see that you getting arrested. To him, like you getting arrested. So like,
Mm-hmm.
At least I hope that I'll get some brownie points for not roping in the other person. You know, like they did to me the first day we met.
I mean, you've been kind of leading the strategizing this whole day.
Yeah, it's no, it's my plan. If anyone's gonna get in shit for actually doing it, it's gonna be me. I'm not gonna throw anyone under the bus for my decisions.
Okay, that's good. That's fair. That's fair.
It is fair.
Rightfully so.
Fair's fair. He's an asshole, but he's a reasonable asshole.
And meanwhile, Vince is hugging the carpet, being as like a ninja, just quiet as can be, not knowing what's happening outside. And we'll find out what Vince does next time on Roll Top Realms presents The Shadows of Yog-Sothoth. Bye for now.